said, screw it, I'll take the round 1 loss.
Yeah, this man showed
and
up.
he has gotten all the way here.
And was like, round 1, I don't need round 1.
Yeah. These are two very good players in Central Florida.
Very strong local players.
So this is going to be, I expect this to be maybe our best game so far today.
Brandon actually got top 16 at the Miami Treasure Cup.
Miami Treasure Cup. And Sagar, interestingly enough, at the side event the next day, won the chopper.
Yeah.
So two very good players here. I'm excited.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I definitely think Doflamingo is the dark horse in this tournament for sure.
Yeah, it goes into everything just super well.
All right, looks like Smoker won the dice roll, or maybe even Dofi. I don't think Dofi matters either way. Yeah. I feel like I would still choose to go second just to put off Smoker from it, but all right.
Now we see double Dofi in his hand, the 3-drop for Sagar.
I will say no turn 1 Perona, though.
Yeah,
so.
but he has the Dofi, so we're going to see the Dofi come down here. And then a swing for 5. Yep. I take this if I'm Brandon.
Yeah?
Yeah. Maybe you're worried about the teach, actually, off the rip.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see what he does here. Yeah, I don't mind it. If they teach back a blocker, it's not the biggest deal in the world.
It's also
this
a blocker
early in the
with counter.
game.
Ooh.
Terrible 5.
Do you bottom deck that?
I think you might have to.
Well, you have the Dofi 1-drop, so you can...
Okay, that's true, and he's going to draw that for turn.
Yeah.
But you would have loved to seen something better so you could set up the 2K as your draw for turn to protect the Mihawk that's going to come down next turn off of leader skill. And we see no 2Ks in hand, so this is interesting.
Was there not a Mihawk in hand?
No, there was not.
No, that's a Mihawk in his top 5.
Double Teach, a Dofi, and a Gecko Maria I saw for sure.
And it looks like a fairly strong hand for the Smoker player. I did see a 4-drop Kuzan and an Akainu in there, along with some blockers and 2Ks. As well with an Eruption, it looks like.
Yep, and here comes down that Eruption.
Going for Eruption rather than establishing that Kuzan is a very interesting decision right here.
Does he have Kobe? Is that why? Oh, no, this is interesting. So he is going to get the extra K swing. So he's swinging for 7 because of the Great Eruption. That Dofi is at 0. That's interesting.
And Dofi doesn't care about this. He's looking for better cards to play anyway.
Yeah,
so.
but Brandon doesn't know that.
Yes. Interesting decision from Brandon, though.
Yeah.
Deciding to
double
wall
blocker,
up.
too.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I value
the body.
Yeah,
I don't disagree, honestly.
Also, that's a draw. And then what are you scared of? They're going to bounce it? Okay.
Sagar is sitting on double Teach here.
Yep.
And we know he just drew Dofi for turn.
So... Most
and
likely,
Mihawk's at the top of the deck right now. This is interesting. He has some plays here. He's doing this first to rip the Mihawk. And now I assume we'll see the Dofi. And we're going to see a block here from Brandon, I assume. There's no way he's dropping a 2K and then a 1K. You just don't want to lose that card advantage this early in the game.
Yep.
Yeah, there goes a blocker. So now we're going to see the Doflamingo attack? Okay, aggressive from Sagar here. I like that.
He doesn't want to lose it. He understands the matchup, and he's
like...
Yep,
he knows it could be Garped, it could be Kobe, it could be Sakazuki'd.
And then
I like it.
Play the Dofi this turn.
Yep.
Just kind of reevaluate your top 3 here.
Probably, well, you know the top 3. You probably send them to the bottom of the deck because he has the double Dofi.
Well, he has another Dofi there. No, there's another Dofi in the top. So if I'm him, I am keeping that Dofi at top to draw it for next turn.
Really? I just probably bottom this.
Yeah. I mean...
he needs the Mihawk.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's... Is he going to bottom it? I don't blame him if he does, to be honest with you.
Bottom decking that.
Because he has a 3-drop in hand.
Mm-hmm.
So
he already has a Mihawk in hand as well. So it's
the 9-drop?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait, no, that's the
Dofi. That's what I mean.
The alt arts, they all look kind of the same.
He has the 3-drop Dofi still, so that's why I was like, I think you can bottom deck that. Get a fresh new 5, set up leader too, because you want to cheat bodies out in this matchup.
Yes, 100%.
You want to get them something to kill, and he had no way of cheating out a good body. Because Dofi would have only revealed 1 more card.
Yeah. Interestingly enough, this is like a very strong Dofi hand against like red, but against black maybe not so much.
Yeah, I would love for Sagar to see a Mihawk in hand.
Yeah.
Especially on the curve because he went first. So if he can get to the Mihawk on curve, that's going to be a big deal.
Right now, swinging into
the Doflamingo. He has the 2K in here. He could protect this.
I would drop the 2K for this. It's a blocker. It's something that can swing in. He's not going to be able to kill.
He does.
Yeah.
I like that play. I like that play a lot.
Because if he decides to kill the Dofi now.
Yeah, what are you Sakazuki?
Definitely the Mihawk because, It's a bigger body on board. Sagar's already shown that he's not considering this card a blocker anymore. Waiting to see the discard before he removes.
I would have gone a Shockwave.
Yeah.
But
Brandon really likes his Shockwaves, though.
He does. You know what? I will say they do have extra value here with the way Sagar's playing, making Dofi be aggressive, because that will pop a rested Dofi.
No, it's actually unsuspended.
Is it active? Okay. So as long as Sagar sequences it correctly, he can get around that.
No up right now, so you don't really have to worry about that.
There's
another Dofi in play. Definitely a lot better.
This is a
top
better five. Yeah.
For sure.
Still no Mihawk.
No high end, though. We definitely want to see those Mihawks, especially with the Sakazuki.
He's going to go for the Gecko.
Yeah. Recycle some of those 2Ks for sure. Jinbei not doing a whole lot in this matchup.
He goes to attack for 5 again.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah. I don't... Hey, this is
Chase
a body.
cards out of hand, too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Brandon has a healthy hand here.
Yeah, because...
I don't want Smoker going into the late game with a healthy hand.
100%. Black has a lot of 2Ks in hand, but they also have a lot of non-counters.
Well,
so
not
if you go
only that, all
wide,
their removal takes discard. You know what I mean? So...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he has to block out of that.
Really strong play from Sagar right here.
Sagar's playing a great game right here.
Mm-hmm.
And still at 4 life. I
yeah,
think
that's really
important. And he's winning board.
Also looking to go into 9 Dawn next turn. If you're able to...
Does he have the 10 drop? Kuzan, Brandon? I can't tell yet. Maybe we'll get a view here soon.
I have not seen it yet, but he is kind of playing with his hand hidden, so it's hard to tell.
I know he has double Shockwave.
Mm-hmm. Deciding what to do. I feel like double
Which right now, you got to leave 2 up for the Shockwave because you know you're at least ripping a Dofi.
Yep. Shockwave really good right here. But if you leave 2 open, if I'm Sagar, maybe I just block one of these. I go, yeah, I know you're going to Shockwave. First attack is going to be with this Dofi.
That would probably be the correct response.
You're going to get no value off the Shockwave off me.
Unless Sagar's looking at it like, I can go super wide next turn.
Mm-hmm.
Because he hasn't seen a Mihawk yet. So it's not like he has like a great play next turn.
Minusing 1 to the Dofi to get the +1.
Yep.
Swinging 7.
Where
I did hear...
Gecko. Okay.
Gecko.
He blocked. He does what you said.
Good decision, yep.
Now, Shockwave lost a lot of value by Sagar doing that.
Yes, 100%.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It's never wrong to have a 4K counter card. But you don't get the pop.
This man said, get this Gecko off my board right now. You're not going to control a field.
Now, is he going to drop another Sakazuki or a Garb here and get rid of the Doflamingo?
I think he's going to drop a Kuzan or a...
Borsalino. We saw the Borsalino in hand, and then he would be able to leave 2 open for a Shockwave off that. Which even, honestly, popping that 1-drop Don Quixote right now would be kind of nice.
If I was Brandon here, I would be playing the Kuzan. But that is purely because you're going to 9 Dawn next turn. I want you to either go, am I removing this Okiji or am I removing the Kuzan that can pop my...
Does that tell us Brandon does not have the 10-drop, though?
No, I'm speaking about because if you -3 or 4 to a Mihawk, that's a lot.
You could pop it with the 10. But I'm saying, does that mean Brandon does not have?
Well, you could pop it with a Sakazuki as well.
Well, yeah.
So.
And he goes back to 5. He is relentless.
Yep. He's like, I know what you want to do.
And does he waste the Shockwave on this just to kill that Dofi?
And then baiting the block here.
He doesn't. He baits the block.
Does bait the block. If I'm here, I'm jamming on that Dofi. I'm going to get rid of this Borsalino now.
We're going to see him swing.
Debating on how much.
Yeah, Sagar should take a minute here. This is a big turn.
I would go just swing 8.
Do you remember what's on top, by the way? Is it a Jinbei he's about to pull out?
Yes, it's a Jinbei. You swing 8, and then at the Borsalino, either rip 2 cards out of hand, bait the...
and that's exactly what he's going to do here.
Yep.
Look at that. Sagar helping us out by showing us exactly where he's going. And that Jinbei comes out. Which is a strong card, because now those 2 drops are kind of pointless. Yep. And there goes the Shockwave, and he's going to pop the Don Quixote. Okay.
And that's fine. Yep. Hey, you pop my Don Quixote? Fine, your leader's not a 7K every turn now. I prefer that.
Yeah, and we're tapped out at this point, I believe. Yeah.
Honestly, if I'm Brandon here, I don't even know if I pop that Dofi.
Yeah, so there comes the gecko, and he's going to grab the Dofi. Dofi's been putting in work this game.
Doing a really good job at managing his resources.
That also can help him get the Mihawk.
Yep.
So
looks like he has a boa in hand now.
Yeah, that was my only other choice there, in my opinion. Is do you drop the boa instead of the gecko? But I don't mind. I don't mind the gecko.
No, you need to keep the blockers in rotation.
He's keeping bodies coming out.
Just used his 2/4 event, so by doing so, he knows that this Dofi's safe now. You just use this.
Yeah.
I'm fine to start establishing these blockers. They don't need to be attackers anymore. Swinging 5 in the Dofi.
He has a Kobe in hand. That's interesting. Oh, no, that's a Toshigi. There is the 10 drop. We see the 10 drop. So, especially with the 10 drop, because Brendan had no way of knowing that Sagar didn't have the Mihawk. Since he had the 10 drop, I would have definitely played down Kuzan over Borsalino
Me
last
as well.
turn. Yeah. Because that would have popped it. Now, it worked out for Brandon because he...
Yes. No Mihawk, but if my opponent is playing
6-card hand
4 Dofis every turn, I'm just imagining he has the Mihawk at this point.
Correct.
Gets rid of the Jinbei, getting no value on that Jinbei.
Smart, though, for Sagar to let it go here.
Yes, 100%. It is going to be unfortunate, though. Board is going to get cleared, most likely. Swinging Borsalino, not a bad choice. Actually, something I was thinking of as well. Just getting this hand size low, and then also just being able to pop this Gecko on top of that when you drop this Kuzan.
Yep.
You're at 3 life. You don't need this blocker this turn.
Yeah.
Now, putting Sagar...
I almost wonder, though, if Sagar should have taken that life instead of comboing out.
Yeah.
Because you're at 4 life. You're kind of fishing for a Mihawk right now.
100%. And you know it's not in your top 5.
And he has to jam down the Dofi here. So let's see if he gets a Mihawk out of this.
3, 4... There's the Mihawk.
He does. Instantly going to put that to draw for turn. The Jinbe's coming out, and then he's going to do the Perona for the following draw after the Mihawk turn. I like that.
Yep.
I like that stack. That was a really good stack for Sagar here. And he saw the Love Beam, which is interesting, because that's going to be really important in a few turns. That's a great top 5.
Swinging another 8 into the Borsalino, it looks like.
And we're going to see what come out. Was it on top? The Jinbe?
Yeah, another Jinbe. Just baiting.
Just making Brandon sequence, right?
Going for life, it looks like. Yep.
7.
Playing that Jinbe.
Now, do we see the Boa come down, too?
Now, Brandon's hand size is looking pretty small right now.
Yeah.
He does have a very formidable board right now, but Doflamingo...
He has to take this. Yep. And he plays the Boa. That's what
Garp.
I thought. Yep.
Gets Garp off of life.
Yep.
Garp really strong in this matchup, actually.
Yeah, because everything's a 4.
I would definitely imagine him playing this Garp popping that Boa this turn.
And not only that, but Garp can pop Mihawk now because the Kuzan 10 drops on board.
Yeah. I mean, if that's the case, I'm probably bottom decking that Garp. Or no, you bottom deck that Garp.
Yeah. If he plays it down this turn, do you hold and wait to see the Mihawk? That's his only removal in his hand that we see right now. I would probably hold the Garp, to be honest with you.
Now, we're going to see something very interesting. Sagar might have made a mistake by placing... oh, wait, no. That is going to be his draw for turn.
He gets a Mihawk, yeah.
Yeah. I would have to remember his top 3 correctly. Did he put the Perona as his 3rd card in?
He did.
He did? Okay.
Not the Love.
Yes. So he is playing that pretty properly. A lot of players will put the Mihawk and then the card they want to play without thinking about the fact that they want to play the Mihawk down and then they ruin their entire stack.
No, he did the correct move there.
100%.
Because he's going to be able to cheat bodies out right after dropping a Mihawk. And he goes for the Jinbe. Smart choice.
It's the Jinbe die. That's fine.
But see, the reason why I like the Jinbe pull here from Sagar is that's a blocker.
Yeah, 100%.
It just wasted that Sakazuki attack. There's the Teach gone. We don't care about those Teaches. That's 1K in hand right now. And Brandon has 5 cards. We see a Sakazuki.
Ooh, really good rip off that Sakazuki. He definitely drew that for turn.
So you're going to play down one of these removable cards and get rid of that Boa. I would probably do the Sakazuki. It's a bigger swing. Garp, you're going to do ability instantly, and it does its purpose.
100%.
The Sakazuki, I want to establish another 7 body. Here's my question, looking forward. What do you Mihawk? The Borsalino or the Sakazuki?
I think in this position, you do the Borsalino. Brandon's in low hand, 2 life. You need to go for game. I understand those bodies are bodies that are scary, but you can play that Mihawk next turn. You almost are threatening lethal. And then
sure are.
Sagar's sitting pretty at 4 life as well, so he can definitely. It's not going to be an easy sweep leaving those 7 drops on board.
The only thing, though, is Brandon's going to have one huge turn with multiple Sakazukis, a smoker, and a 10-drop.
100%, but also at the same time, right now, Doflamingo is...
He attacked with that Borsalino knowing that the Mihawk could take away any value. That's interesting. Does that change your positioning?
No. If he does, he's definitely going to pop this Boa.
Plays the Kobe.
Goes for the Kobe. Oh,
Is he going to double?
He's double popping. Puts him in a very vulnerable state
and
here.
He discards the Garp, so Garp's gone. If he plays on the Sakazuki, I would have held for the Mihawk. I think this is a bad play by Brandon. Oh, great play. Never mind. I take it back instantly. Double Borsalino. This is going to force Sagar to attach one to his leader, swing into the rested Borsalino on this turn instead of swinging for life, and then Mihawking the active Borsalino. That was a really good turn by Brandon.
100%. Now,
do you 6 swing first? No, don't even hide it.
No. Drop the 9, bottom deck the active Borsalino, shove 1 on Dofi, swing 6 in the lead. You're just going for game
and
at this point.
Brandon had I think you got to attack into that rested Borsalino.
It's a 6K. I would rather you.
Don't you want to fish the card out of his hand? He only has 3 cards.
Yeah, but he has 2 life. You want to be able to win.
3 life and you have 2 blockers though.
If I'm Sagar, I'm trying to go for game.
What is Sagar doing here? He has a 2K in hand, too. That's interesting. Yeah, he's going to play down the Mihawk. Absolutely correct. Bottom deck the active... No. Brandon's trying to say, you want this? And Brandon's not wrong for doing that. I would totally try to act like, oh, you're not taking that card? But Borsalino active is the correct play here.
100%. Sagar's still contemplating. Goes for the Sakazuki.
Oh, my gosh. I think Brandon baited him into that.
Yeah, 100%.
Look at Brandon smiling. I think he baited him into that. That tells me he's definitely swinging into the rested Borsalino here.
Yep. Three cards in hand. This is still a very scary situation for Brandon. He's contemplating about how many taxes coming at him next turn.
Now, we know Brandon has another Sakazuki in hand.
Correct. Which pops the Doflamingo. Ooh, gets rid of the blocker as well. Not a really good situation here for Sagar.
Yeah, I think that Borsalino was the incorrect move on Sagar's part.
100%.
Now, I will say, outside of the 10-drop, the board is not menacing.
No, but that 10-drop does do everything because this Mihawk is not long for the earth.
But see, because he let the double Borsalino on board, Brandon can kind of take his time here. And we know that he doesn't have the second Mihawk to jam down this turn.
No. Well, yeah. Sagar is going to be getting that Perona for turn. Going for 5 for Kobe. Very safe poke play. Just see what he's got going in his hand. Sagar only has a 3-card hand himself, so...
And he blocks it because it's 5. I understand. 6, I take this.
This is 7.
No, what's being... Oh, yeah, it is 7. You're definitely taking. What is Sagar's win con at this point?
Brandon has a heart attack right now. That's a pretty good win con. But we...
I take it. I bait. Like that blocker's my only thing right now, I think.
Yeah.
We see a 2K, a Boa, and a Love in hand. Yeah, you take that. You're not getting rid of 2 cards on that pitch. Take that too. I don't like getting rid of an attacker here. Yeah.
Not
there goes the
looking
Mihawk.
good.
That's the game. That's the game. You know, even though Sagar did put down the Borsellino, I don't know that there was a way for Sagar to win this game.
No. It's not really looking too good for him.
Brandon just had the perfect curve out, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and we've been saying that time and time again today. If Black sees it, Black sees it, and there's nothing really you can say about it.
Now, he does have the Love in hand. So he set up what he's going to draw off the Love. He's going to Gecko and get another 2K.
Yeah.
So he's going to have some good defense going into next turn.
He's also Loving into a Love right now.
Do you go for life? It still gets rid of a Borsellino, or he takes it.
That's an attacker and a blocker. It's the same thing at this point.
Okay.
Grabbing the Gecko.
Getting a 2K.
Getting a 2K.
Or a Dofi, I guess. Yeah, 2K. I would have grabbed the 2K. I totally agree with that move. This is interesting. Because right now, if I'm Brandon, I'm thinking I'd just go for it, right?
No.
You don't have to push too hard.
You don't have to push too hard, but...
You only have 1 card in hand.
Let's see. What's going to be Brandon's draw?
Sakazuki. I don't think that helps him any here.
No. Brandon taking a lot of time here, contemplating how he wants to do things right now. Another just safe little poke, 5 with Kobe right here. I imagine we're going to see a 7 with Leader next. Yep. -1. Doesn't matter to which target. Swinging for 7.
Do you love here? Or take? Do you bait? Okay. 2 cards out of the hand.
Yeah.
I like that if you're going to bait. I take this. I would have baited.
I would have baited too. Make him think that you're
I want that Borsellino to swing.
Yeah, swing with that Borsellino.
Yeah. Yeah, he's still
swinging with it. That's crazy.
Yeah, you only have 2 cards in hand.
I'm taking this, and then he's going to go for game. Oh, look at all that open Dawn.
Oh, doesn't have it. That's game. He gets a 2K off the Love, though. So that would have been 9, 11, 13.
I'm surprised.